Hello there, welcome to Trade of the Week, where we put our analysts on the spot and hopefully pick up some tips and clues along the way. This week we've got Josh Mahony right here, he joins me. Last week we did have Chris Beecham here and he decided to go short on the FTSE, didn't he?
Yeah.
He did rather well.
Yeah, it was a good shout. I mean, it was a gutsy call, quite honestly. You know, when I saw the video, I was thinking, you know, you're a brave guy, because at the time it was, you know, we'd seen it come off a little bit. We hadn't seen it necessarily fully turn around per se. But yeah, this week's not particularly been a particularly bullish one. I think that's really been helped on by this whole Bank of Japan thing, because ultimately we've actually seen big rise in terms of crude. You would think ordinarily in normal markets that would sort of really start to drag the FTSE with it. On this occasion it hasn't, because of the fact that sort of Bank of Japan decided not to move, and therefore that sort of put a bit of a dampener on all the other markets. So yeah, good on Chris. It was a good shout. All right,
bravo Chris, well done to you if you're watching. Let's talk about you and what you're going to do. Are you going to do any FTSE stuff?
I'm not. I always try and move to a different area in the world. That's just because as a chartist I don't really care what I'm trading. As long as the chart says something to me, then I'll trade it. You know, I mean,
the chart speaks to you.
Yeah, you know, I'm scanning so many charts throughout the day, then ultimately, you know, I don't necessarily just pick a single market. I just try and look at what stands out to me as a potential. I'm trading New Zealand dollar against the US dollar on this occasion, and I'm not necessarily saying to place a trade right now. I'm thinking that it's going to go higher, but I would want to short that. So essentially what we've got here is we've got New Zealand dollar essentially been rallying the last 2 months, right? And then we've sold off this week and started trying to break below that first swing low, 68.23. So it didn't manage to actually sustain that. Now we're rallying. I think, given the fact that we have seen this in fairly consistent, choppy price action towards the upside, granted, I would be quite happy selling it at the peak here at 70.56 for it to drop lower, rather than for it to sort of have a sort of runaway success. The fact of the matter is that we've gone from higher highs, higher lows, to a case that we've just seen a lower low, albeit temporarily, and that gives me the confidence that actually, yes, we could see this rally further, and I think it will rally further for the time being, but I think it's likely to be capped around about this 70.45 kind of level if we're looking around there. So I would go short 70.45. I think we should have, if I look at that, that's on the weekly time frame. So we've got this level here as well, which is a previous major level back in 2011. So 7117, I would have just above there, so 7125, something like that. I'd have my stop loss at, and then I'd be looking towards a downside for a move back down to probably 68.97 would be a sort of a tentative support level that I'd be looking at. Bear in mind that that's also previous resistance coming into play here. So I'd be quite happy taking a short from up at the peaks here for a move back down towards 68.97. So hopefully we get that initial bounce, and then hopefully we start to see it turn around. You can see we've got the stochastic, which largely has been near enough range bound. That points towards a likely continuation for maybe a day or so towards the upside, which is what we're looking for, and then hopefully it should turn back around about that 80 marker.
Okay, and you said, you know, the charts speak to you, you're a chart man. Do you think any fundamentals will play into this?
Yeah, so we have actually got the New Zealand jobs report coming out in the week. You know, ultimately, you know, it's difficult to know exactly which way it's going to go, but the interesting thing about reading charts, and, you know, people that look at charts all the time will certainly know this, when a chart wants to go in a certain direction, sometimes it will do it irrespective of what the release is. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to happen on this occasion. But, you know, sometimes I'll think that a release is so big that I'll just completely stay out of the market. Sometimes I think, you know, maybe it's worth weathering it, and, you know, if it goes in your favour, then it goes in your favour. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But sometimes if you think that the chart looks like it should go in a certain direction, then even if it doesn't go in your favour, sometimes the chart will still go in your direction. So
trust in the chart and believe in the chart.
Exactly.
That's what it's all about.
You need a bit of luck as well in this game.
Oh, you definitely need a lot. All right, okay, Josh, thank you very much indeed. We're going to go long on the Kiwi dollar, right?
No, we're going short. We're waiting for it to go long first, and then we're going to go short around about 70.46.
And when's it going to do that? Because you said not yet, didn't you?
Not yet. So I think it'll probably take maybe a day or two.
A day or two.
Yeah.
All right, got you. That is confirmed.
It's a late start for us next week anyway, so that means that hopefully when we get in, it should be primed.
Right. All right. I am clear. I hope you are as well. That's Josh Mahony talking to us right here about what he's going to be trading on next week. Have a fantastic weekend. We hope you've got lots of help and guidance with us today for watching Trade of the Week.